Welcome to the 2018 season of Hockomock League football with the Warriors of Foxboro High School. Today's matchup is between the Foxboro Warriors and the Red Rocketeers of North Attleboro High School. Coming to you from the Jack Martinelli Field in Foxboro.
You see Long again. He's got plenty of room.
Bringing you all of today's exciting football action are Doug Seuss and Frank Jaffoon.
He's got a head of steam. Nice run. Sanders is going to find room up the middle. There he is.
Now let's join Doug and Frank down on the field for today's pregame commentary.
Backside to the screen again to the wall. Good evening again, and welcome everybody to another edition of Foxboro High School Warrior football from Jack Martinelli Field. Doug Seuss, Frank Jaffoon. Tonight's contest pits the hometown Warriors against the Red Rocketeers of North Attleboro. Long-time rivalry, one that we look forward to every year, and probably just as good as Foxboro Mansfield.
Well, as you know, Doug, our little guys start this at 7 years old playing against North Attleboro, and the tension is always high this week. I was noticing a little earlier that doesn't seem to be as high this year as it used to be, maybe because of the records, I don't know, but North Attleboro is always a great football program, year in, year out. Great coaches, great players, well taught, and it's always a good game. It's always has been a really hard-hitting football game.
In Coach Martinelli's 36, 37 years, I think North Attleboro is the only Hawk team that actually has a better record against Coach than he has against them. Mansfield's obviously right behind her, but we saw last week a long streak snapped with Canton came in here and basically played a super game against the Warriors and snapping a 28-year drought.
Yeah, they had their way with us pretty much offensively and defensively. Tonight, this is going to be a really, really tough game. This is a good football team they're playing. They've only got one loss, and that was to Mansfield. They knocked off King Philip, their 25-game winning streak. They've got good athletes, and as we were talking earlier about, they're not great size-wise, but they always have those very good offensive linemen at about 190 to 200 pounds, very quick backs, nothing superior, stellar. They don't have the great football player like they had last year with the quarterback, but it's going to be a good football game, I think, at least for a half, and we'll see if they can wear us out.
All right, now last week Foxboro was able to move the ball a little bit, but their problem was on defense. Canton was able to run and throw, and their passing game was actually set up by a good running game.
Well, you're absolutely right. I think what we saw last week, the Canton quarterback, probably the best athlete we've seen so far. I know obviously we haven't seen them all, but very, very good football player. They came loaded. They had a lot of offensive weapons, and they're going to be a good football team all the way through the season.
And tonight for Foxboro, we do have a couple of players that are being substituted for Shane Kerrigan, who basically is probably the top receiver, also a D-back. He's not going to be here tonight because of a family commitment. And we also have Longer, our starting left tackles, out of the game with an injury.
That's a big loss. That kid was having a pretty good season, and I remember when he went down last week. What did he have, knee? A knee problem, yeah. So it's tough to tell. They're on the sidelines. They're working on his leg. I didn't know if it was ankle or his knee, but yeah, he's a big part of the offense, and he'll be tough to replace.
Any predictions for tonight, partner?
I don't want to say anything about predictions. Every time I say something, I get yelled at. So this is going to be a tough game, though, as you know.
You got that right. So we'll be joining you shortly. Again, the crowd is slow pouring in here. The band just arrived. Hopefully it gets the typical Foxboro North Attleboro atmosphere for this game. Give the boys something to get pumped up about.
Jack Martinelli Field, tonight's Hockomock Davenport League game between the North Attleboro Red Rocketeers, coached by Don Johnson, record 3 wins and 1 loss, and Jack Martinelli's 2018 Foxboro Warriors, with a record of 1 win and 3 losses. Taking the coin flip,
Here we go.
the North Attleboro Red Rocketeers. Captain number 9, Nicholas Ranieri. Captain number 17, Jonathan James. And Captain number 78, Ryan Clement. For the Foxboro Warriors, number 1, Captain Tommy Gallagher. Number 9, Captain Liam Foley. Number 32, Captain Martin McElroy. Number 52, Captain Hunter Williams. Number 71, Captain Sean Teixeira. And number 74, Captain Andrew Longa. Please stand for the national anthem performed by the Foxboro High School Music Department, 8th grade chorus. That's the Foxboro 8th grade chorus.
Well, this is
I'd like
one
to
of
take a moment
one
to
of
introduce the 2018 Foxboro Warrior cheerleaders who add color and excitement to the football program. Coached by Nicky
All
Curry.
right, here we are back at Jack Martinelli Field at the Ahern Middle School. Tonight's contest again, rivalry, Foxboro Warriors, North Attleboro Red Rocketeers. Hoping for a good one, huh, partner?
Oh, absolutely. This is one of the most exciting games of the season. Probably Mansfield and Foxboro being the other one, and I was actually very happy when North Attleboro moved out of the other division because they got a lower population, I guess, in their school of the boys. What is it? Sophomore through senior, I think.
Yeah.
Anyway, North Attleboro is now in the Davenport division with us, and that means that we can keep the rivalry between Mansfield and Foxboro and North Attleboro and Foxboro. And it's great to see.
It sure is.
This is a very good football team we're playing tonight. They've lost one game to Mansfield, and they're the team. We just talked about them knocking off King Philip in their 25-game winning streak. So this is a good football team, quality football team. We've got to play very well to beat them.
All right, the kicker for North is Andy DiMatteo, and ball's fielded for Foxboro by Tommy Gallagher, and he's got some room up into the 30-yard line.
Nice run back.
Yeah, a little seam there.
Tommy Gallagher on the return.
So Foxboro will open up with the opening drive. They won the coin toss, chose to receive. So they are at their own 30, 1st and 10. Liam Foley is the varsity senior quarterback. And in the backfield, it looks like Mike Luong, another senior. And we are in shotgun formation like always. Okay. All right, Derber on the reception here from Foley, picks up about 4 yards out about the 34-yard line. 2nd and 6.
We won't be having any replays. It doesn't look for a little while. We just lost the video up here, so you're going to have to depend on Doug and I. Shane? Okay. Apparently they've lost power down the truck, so bear with us.
All right, Foxboro, 2nd and 6, comes with 3 wide receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Long count. We're going to see a handoff to Luong. He had room. He stopped running. He reversed his field. and he loses a couple yards. I'm not sure why he decided to change direction, Frank.
I think he thought he lost the edge, Doug. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think the block was there. I think we can't see it again, but I think the block was there on the left end.
That was like a little delay draw play.
Yeah.
And he loses 3 yards, so now we're back here. He loses 3, bringing up a 3rd and long 9 from the Warrior 31-yard line. If you just joined us, the opening drive here, coming down to 9 minutes, 9.5 minutes in the first quarter. Now Foxboro sends 2 receivers to both sides. And again, it looks like maybe Luong is the running back. And we're going to get some pressure, and that throw is well over the head of the intended receiver.
In between the receivers.
Brian Derber was, looks like the first receiver. Ball was well over his head. So Foxboro will be forced to punt after 3 plays. Not the start that we were hoping for.
Well, let's just hope we get the punt away here.
Number 9,
Yep.
Liam Foley.
Back for the Rocketeers will be number 28, Ryan Gamon.
Back to the Red Rocketeers, number 28, Ryan Gumon.
That's one of those French-Canadian names from North Attleboro.
Foley is the punter, gets a decent kickoff. Gamon's under it. Oh, that's going to be interference.
A flag. Yep.
Yeah. Tommy Gallagher got there well too fast, much too fast, and made contact with Gamon before he could receive the ball. So anything after that really doesn't matter at this point in time. So the ball is going to be right now at the 42-yard line. Then they're going to probably mark off. I don't think it's 15, but I could be wrong.
Well, I think that depends on the contact, Doug, doesn't it?
Not
I mean,
quite
if he's interfering with the fair catch, I think it's only 10. But it is. Well, this is.
Yeah, I'm not sure he was even trying to fair catch. I think he was actually trying. He was going to return it, and Gallagher just got there too fast, which is too bad because if he timed it, he could have lit him up.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's going to be a 15-yard penalty, so that's not good. So Foxborough's already in trouble here, possibly as North Attleboro will set up with their first drive from the Foxboro 44-yard line.
Let's go through the referees while we got a little delay here. Bill Berard Jr. is the referee for tonight's game. The umpire is Daryl Davidson. The linesman is Jay Lindsay. We'll stop for this part of it.
Nicholas Ranieri, the quarterback, is also a captain. And we're going to see a toss to that right side, and we're already giving up big yardage right there. Not a good sign there. 32, Ryan Boyle with a nice gain off tackle. If we see that again, we're probably going to see guard action here.
Yeah, this is just quickness on the edge. Everybody's pulling there. The whole line is pulling. Nice run.
So he picks up almost 20 yards, 19-yard gain down at the Foxboro 25-yard line. 26 actually, 1st and 10 North Attleboro. Again, same backfield with Ranieri as the quarterback. He's going to keep it this time.
Good athlete, this kid.
And he's going to muster his way through the Foxboro interior defensive line and picks up like 5 yards.
Brought down by number 52, Hunter Williams.
Hunter Williams on the stop for Foxboro.
5-yard gain.
Number 78 here for the Rocketeers. Made one block, shed that, and went and hit another Foxboro Warrior. I mean, that is like textbook blocking that you'd like to see out of all young linemen.
Well, we talked earlier about the coaches. They've got some of the premier coaches in the Hockomock League, and their offensive line is always
and
well
they're pulling
coached.
Again, and there goes
There's Ranieri again.
Ranieri again, and he's not down. The whistle hasn't blown. He's following the block of, Clement.
Well, the good thing is we're getting a little chippy. That's a good thing because we're not going to be able to. Let's take a look at this again. In order to beat this team, we got to be a little chippy.
You see 78 pulling there. That's Clement. He's a big boy. Hunter Williams fights his way around that block and actually makes good penetration. And then you see a bunch of the Warriors trying to strip the ball. So maybe that's what they need. They get a little fire in their bellies here.
Ranieri's listed as 6 foot, 210 pounds. He's a pretty good sized high school quarterback. more of a running back, I think, than he is a pure passer.
And actually Clement, and I would say Clemente, because being from Pittsburgh and Roberto Clemente, it's how it's spelled. But anyhow, Clement, he's listed at 6'2", 274, and that's a pretty agile 274. I got to tell you, because he moves very well.
A big kid too, yeah. But they got him listed at 6'2", 3,000.
So they pick up another first down. Ball's at the 16 now, Foxboro. First and 10 for North Attleboro. No score yet. We're down almost at the 7-minute mark of the first quarter. And we're going to see a little bit of a high snap, and it's going to be pulled down. A nice inside handoff, and once again.
Is that 32?
32 again. Boyle on the carry.
Yep. Nice run. He's not a big kid. He's probably about 5'8".
Ryan Boyle on the carry. Brought down by number 3.
He's listed 5'6", actually, Frank.
Yeah. Not a big kid, but quick. Nice run. Right down to the 9. 2nd and 3.
So they have a chance to pick up a first down without going into the end zone. Boyle again in the backfield. And Ranieri keeps it. And looks like McNeil for Foxboro on the tackle, 63.
Ranieri on the quarterback keeper. Results in a first down for the Red Rocketeers.
Ranieri picks up the first down.
Let's take a look at Ranieri on the run here.
Brought down by number 63.
Again, there's the pull in it. Wow. Clement just lit up somebody there for Foxboro. Billy McNeil on the tackle.
He's built more like a linebacker, this kid, Ranieri.
Yeah, he is. Sort of like Tim Tebow style, let's say, rugged.
Yeah. Big, solid kid.
Solid kid, can run. Not sure, we haven't seen him throw the ball yet. First and goal from the 3. And Ranieri again. And basically, he's going to find pay dirt.
Not
right
much
over,
interference in front of him either.
Right over that right side.
Now, this is what I was afraid of. A quick burst by North Attleboro puts them in the lead, and then, this could be an immediate letdown. Let's hope not.
Yeah, we set it up with the penalty. I mean, not to say that there might not have been a good return on the punt, but when the young man was interfered with, the 15 yards put the ball automatically in Foxboro territory, so they had a good start.
Yep.
And we have a flag down. Looks like procedure against North Attleboro. That'll move them back 5 yards.
Ball start, North Attleboro.
So push them back 5, try it again. They don't have number 13's kicking. They don't have a number 13 listed on their roster. So we won't be able to give this young man credit if he makes it or not.
We'll call him Joe.
28 is the holder, though. Come on.
Good snap.
That's blocked.
There's something you don't see all the time, blocking an extra point. That was, who was that, 8?
Well, we're going to see maybe with this replay because it happened kind of quickly.
The snap was perfect, too.
It was a very good snap. But we got somebody in there on the snap real quick.
Somebody saw something on the films, I can tell you that. Low kick, it was low.
Low kick, possibly number 2 for Foxboro. Got a piece of that, and that would be Kyle Parker.
Blocked by number 2, Kyle Parker.
Yeah, let's take a look. This is a very low kick, Doug. Yeah, he kicked it right into the line.
Yeah, that's what it was.
I think one of his own guys blocked it.
Yeah. Well, the previous attempt, when the flag was thrown, he actually got it over the upright, but it was a low kick there, too.
Yeah, that's right.
So Foxboro dodges an extra point bullet, which is encouraging. So trailing only by 6 now, 5:58 remaining in the first quarter.
Take
the good stuff when we can get it.
All right, build some momentum. Let's see. We got Derber and Gallagher back again. This is going to be a short kick.
He's kicking straight up.
And Gallagher once again on the return. And once again, he gets out to about the 30-yard line.
That's another thing you don't see every day. They're usually, most of them are kicking sidewinder.
Right. Nothing fancy here, just power football.
Foxboro,
Good blocking.
31-yard line, first and
You
10
know,
for the Warriors.
Ranieri has no problem getting the end zone. He's untouched, really.
Number 39, Tom
It's more like a
O'Neill.
fullback playing quarterback right there.
Exactly.
So Foxboro sets up again. Got trip receivers to the near side, single receiver up top. Again, playing without Shane Kerrigan tonight. And there's a fumbled snap. That one's on Foley right there. Luong falls on it, but it'll be a loss of about 3 yards.
Here's another thing, Dougie. Ranieri's playing linebacker.
Is he? Yep. Well, that makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You don't see your quarterback playing linebacker.
Not a lot.
Not a lot. So Foxboro loses 3 on the fumbled snap. Brings up 2nd and 13. And we're going to get motion by Gallagher. He's going to take the jet sweep, and he's going to fight back. Maybe he gets 2 yards out of that. So Foxboro will have a 3rd and about 11. We're going to see this from the reverse angle.
Tommy Gallagher on the carry.
See,
Brought down by number 22.
in that case here, there's a
Ethan
difference.
Freiberg.
When North is pulling, they're making a lot more
12 for the
contact. We
Warriors.
had guys out in front, and then nobody's picking up the guys leaking through the
29-yard
back.
line.
So North Attleboro makes a nice play on that, which could have been a lot better for Foxboro with another block or two. Now they're showing blitz, and they are coming blitz. And Foley's going to go a little bit deep, and he overthrows his intended receiver, which is Tommy Gallagher. And once again, Foxboro will be forced to punt.
Willie's pass
He got some air under that throw, though. I will
Tommy
give him
Gallagher
that.
incomplete.
Very good coverage there in the North Attleboro secondary.
Back to punt for the Warriors, number 9.
Foley gets a lot of pressure right here,
Foley.
too. He didn't have a lot of chance to set his feet. And to your point, he did get some air under it, but really good coverage there by number 81 for North Attleboro. That's Omar Jasa.
Nice
Foley-
snap.
Yep. And we got a short kick. This is going to be around midfield. And it's going to bounce, be down at the 47, maybe 48-yard line of North Attleboro. So once again, they start with great field position.
Well, we got to bull our necks now. We got to make a stop, or else North Attleboro's going to have their way with us.
47-yard line.
The crowd isn't really into the game yet. We noticed during pregame, people were actually slow rolling
Yeah.
into the stands, and
This used to be
Early,
you'd
people
go
would
to
be
a
packed.
you'd go to a 7 o'clock game and be there at 5:30 to watch these two teams play. I did it many a night down at Community Field and over here at
trying
the
to find a good
the
parking spot, right?
Yeah, I know exactly.
So here we go,
Exactly.
North Attleboro with 4:22 on the clock. We're going to see pitch here. I believe this is Gamon, or is it number 29 possibly?
Looked like 29. Doug.
29 it was, Brendan McHugh. It was 29. So he picks up about 3 yards, gets to the midfield stripe.
North Attleboro carry by number 29, Brendan McHugh. Brought down by number 52, Hunter Williams.
Once again, North Attleboro,
4-yard gain.
they
play.
generally don't run a lot into the
Ball
gut.
spot on the
Their
Foxboro.
linemen,
Oh, yeah.
their linemen are always
Second and 6.
moving.
Always moving,
Red
trapping. Matter of fact, let's take a good look at the line right now. We got a second and about 6, and this could go either way in terms of run or pass. But let's see if we can isolate on the line.
Now we're going to have
No.
a whistle here, timeout possibly. Foxboro's going to take one. We're going to, if we just zoom in, look at the size. This number 77 for North Attleboro is Ethan Moninger, all right? He's only a junior. He's 6'6", 288.
Just a kid.
And again, he's a junior. That's a big kid. We already talked about Clement, number 78. All right, we're going to take
Take a
look
look
at 77. Here's your left tackle. Look at the size of that kid. That's just phenomenal. Next to him now is number 61, who looks like, a dwarf compared to him.
He looks like a regular North
Right,
Attleboro lineman.
and that kid is, Jack Puccio, and he's 5'10", 177,
That's
which
what
is
we
a
were used
decent-sized kid
Yeah.
at 5'10", 177.
Sure.
He's 8 inches taller and 100 pounds heavier. His partner next to him. Wow.
There's an old adage in football. I know Dougie's heard it a million times. When you're playing against this kind of an offense, as Delaware wing T, follow the guards.
Yeah.
Because the guards are going to take you to the ball
all the time.
Now, as you're watching this game, folks out in the TV land, take a look at the offensive guards and see where they move.
Yeah, they're always active.
See the double? You can see the double wing as it sets up, and there's motion.
Yep. And that's McHugh again.
Yep.
And basically, Pat Stapleton finishes them off with help from Alton George.
Brendan McHugh on the carry. Right
Anton George, I'm sorry.
Number 3, Pat Stapleton.
Apologize there, Anton. Alton was your brother. He's going to come up about a yard short of the first down marker.
1 for the Red Rocketeers.
See, to me, this is
45-yard
this is all Ranieri right here.
Oh, absolutely.
When you have a 215-pound quarterback who looks like a fullback, he's going to run the football.
Nice job by Pat Stapleton.
Yep, yeah, it was a nice tackle.
So here we go. I agree. I think you're going to see Ranieri right here. And basically a full house backfield. North calls a timeout.
Full timeout, North Attleboro.
Well, Ranieri is all set to take off with that. Coach Johnson calls a timeout. So here we are, first quarter action. 3:24 left on the clock. Foxboro trails 6-0 to North Attleboro. Next week, we entertain the Milford Scarlet Hawks on senior night. And then we're going to see what our fate's going to be after that. Huh?
You're going to know. You're going to know probably by tomorrow morning what's happening with these standings.
Right.
I'm going to say Milford's going to give us a good game. They only lost to Canton by 2 points.
Right.
So they got to be a decent team because Canton's undefeated. They're tied for first place in the Davenport division right now.
And
they impressed me.
They did. We kind of underestimated them with being a young squad, but they ran the ball very well and threw the ball just as good when they had to.
Doug's not kidding when he said young squad. They had 4 seniors on the team.
There you go. So we get a handoff. This is McHugh.
That's a first down.
Yeah, it is. So again, they attack the outside edge. You don't see too much in the middle. They hit the tackle holes, and then they go outside.
Yeah. You got to have great outside linebackers and a great middle linebacker to play against these guys. You're going to get some penetration. You got to backfill behind the guards as they sprint to wherever they're going around the end. You got to have some penetration, but you got to have some great outside linebackers.
Yeah.
to play this team.
When you see them actually attack the middle, it's usually a counter play where they're running that trap coming back inside. So here we go. Ranieri's going to pass for the first time. He's got a screen set up.
There's another first down.
Yep, that's
and
Gamon.
Could be a touchdown, no?
Derber's trying to bring him down. He does. But that's Gamon on the reception. Well-designed screen.
Ryan Gamon on the carry.
Derber and Michael
Let's take a look at this play.
And number 81, Michael Devlin.
He hit him in stride. And look at the lineman downfield. There's 79, 61. I would be a little curious if maybe a couple of those guys might have been downfield a little sooner than they should have been. I know they moved good, but that was a nice wall setup. So here we go. North Attleboro, 1st and 10 at the Foxboro 17. And there's Ranieri again on the keeper. Little misdirection fake, and he does attack the middle. He's still not down. Wow.
And as we say, that's a quarterback going. He's a horse.
Sure is.
Quarterback keeper by Ranieri. Right down by a gang of Foxboro Warriors.
There's Nick Ranieri right here.
Second and about
right,
4.
there's a little fake, and now he's reading. It's a read option play, all right? And he doesn't go down. In fact, he's still moving his legs, and we're all trying to tackle him high.
Exactly.
So
it's not the place you want to tackle a 215-pound quarterback.
So he picks up 6, 2nd and 4 at the 11-yard line of the Warriors. And again, is that 32?
Yep.
I believe it is. 32 on the carry for North Attleboro. Boyle. And Boyle picks up the first down.
They got him listed at 5'6", 153 pounds.
Here you go. Look at your lineman, 61-78.
First and goal for North Attleboro at the Foxboro 4-yard line.
Foxboro needs penetration here.
Also in an attack
they know that the linemen are going to move. It's not going to be straight up zone blocking, so they need to get penetration where they can. And to your point, the linebacker's got to be a little more active.
Oh, yeah.
First and goal. And again, this looks like Boyle. And he gets down to about the 1.
Nice tackle, actually, right there.
And
number 2.
Is that Parker?
That would be,
Boyle on the carry.
yeah, Kyle Parker, yep.
Kyle Parker.
Holds his ground. Fights off a block there and actually gets a little help too. We got a couple guys here for Foxboro on that tackle. So they're at the 2, 2nd and 2. We're under a minute now.
And Boyle again, walking in.
29 actually.
That's
McHugh.
29, I'm sorry.
McHugh.
Touchdown, North Attleboro.
Tough to tell the difference between the 28 and
McHugh.
29.
The center for North Attleboro, number 79, is Joe Larkin. He's listed at 6'2", 221. All right, so again, your tackles, your center, they're your monsters, and then your guards are the smaller, athletic guys that, actually block very well, regardless of their size. But they lead you where the ball's going.
Yeah.
So North is going to try for 2 now, having missed the initial touchdowns extra point attempt. Nice play right there in the end zone. Break up that pass attempt. Got Pat Stapleton on the defense. Nice job, Pat.
For the life of me, on the 1-yard line, I can't believe they're throwing the ball to the outside. But
Yep. Jonathan James, senior captain, was the intended receiver. Touchdown play right now. And again, nothing fancy. Here's your pulling lineman, Clement. And actually, George gets through, but too late. He was 2 yards deep in the end zone at that point in time. So the Rocketeers, Red Rocketeers, will be kicking off for the 3rd time in this first quarter.
Back to the Warriors, number 1, Tommy Gallagher.
Again, Gallagher and Derber are the 2 deep backs. Sanders is the up back. And another short kick Gallagher has come running up for. And once again, he's probably going to make it to the 30-yard line. Pretty consistent. 3 kicks, 3 returns all around the 30-yard line. So Foxboro's offense, which has been pretty much non-existent to this point in time,
brings the ball back out to
we may actually be at negative yardage after 2 series. It's one thing I miss. I miss Frank McDowell down in the truck. And
Yeah,
Frank used
I
to
know,
give us the stats all the time. Keep us posted on all the numbers.
I used to get my gas over to Stop and Shop in Mansfield. He'd be working behind the counter there.
Yeah.
And we'd have another 20-minute conversation.
So there's Luong with the carry, and he's going to fight his way ahead for about 3 yards.
Mike Luong on the carry for Foxboro.
Going behind that right side.
I don't know, Doug. It just doesn't seem intense. We need some intensity.
2nd and 7 for the Warriors.
Hunter Williams is over there blocking. I think maybe I saw 53 Mike Sheehan too. 68 Zach Jenkins is one of those linemen that was in front of Luong right there. So we have a 2nd and 7, both the 32-yard line. And again, Luong's going to take a handoff, and he's going to go right side. The ball's on the ground. North Attleboro's got it. Wow. As we come to the end of the first quarter, North Attleboro gets a gift. That thing shot out of there like a pea.
I know it.
Are they discussing whether or not he was down? No, they're not. That's a clear fumble.
I don't think I finished these
Officials, yeah, you're right.
Officials. Toby Lyons, the line judge, Tom Kitterick, we've heard his name many times. He's the back judge. And Dave Sinelli, my friend up here from Mansfield's on the clock. His son's also a referee.
A few years back, when Anthony Sherman, now the Kansas City Chiefs,
Yep.
when Anthony was playing for North Attleboro, Foxboro had a great first half. Again, so had the lead, I believe. And then the second half adjustment, they just ran Sherman almost the entire second half behind those guards. We saw it play after play after play.
Yep.
North Attleboro rallied to come back and win that game.
I remember probably one of the 3 finest football games I ever saw, especially your nephew, Kenny Goodwin. We were down in North Attleboro, and
38-yard line.
Kenny and Jimmy Sestito
blocked a couple punts, didn't
Oh,
he?
yeah. And now think of this backfield. You got Anthony Sherman, and there's a hold. That's a hold. And the other kid, they both went to UConn. What's his name?
I know what you're talking.
His father was a coach for the Patriots.
The kid was a sprinter.
Yeah. And we beat them. And Kenny had one of the best football games I've ever seen a defensive player have.
Right.
Blocking punts, tackling in the backfield. It was unbelievable. What a football game. What a football game.
There have been some epic battles over the years.
Oh, my God.
So we got holding here. So North Attleboro commits their first mistake. Will push the ball back to the Foxboro 45-yard line. It'll still be first down. It'll be first down in about 17, maybe.
I remember the night, Dougie, when they had their 38-game winning streak snapped by Foxboro Community Field. We're riding around the common, everybody's blowing horns, and it was an unbelievable football game. We just beat them up.
So here we go, we get motion, and we're going to see Ranieri on the keeper again, and he gets a lot of yardage.
Oh, yeah.
Again, it's just a little fake handoff, and Ranieri just goes off tackle, following those linemen. We're going to see.
Let's take a look at Nick Ranieri here.
All right. Nothing fancy here.
No, not at all.
I mean, there's really like nobody in there in blue jerseys. So he's following 77 up into that hole, and 77's not even hitting anybody. That's Wattinger.
He didn't have to hit anybody.
He didn't have to. Brendan McHugh was the back that, created the fake, and then it was all Ranieri. So now we have a second and about 7, and Ranieri's going to throw, and he's got an open receiver, and the ball is dropped.
That was 6 right there.
Sure was.
That was a great pass,
Sure
right
was.
over the head and right into his hands.
Freiberg, Ethan Freiberg, number 22.
Can we see that again, Mike?
He's behind the secondary.
Ranieri's pass is
And
incomplete.
he just drops his ball.
Let's take a look at Nicky Ranieri right here.
This is a good throw.
3rd and 7 for the Red Rocketeers.
See it right there, and right off his hands.
You got to catch that, youngster.
Yeah. He got behind Stapleton there, and Foxboro dodges that bullet. So now it's 3rd and 7. Ball sitting at the
We're bound to get
Foxboro
another
35.
pass here, too. Everybody's tight.
And there goes McHugh in motion. There goes Ranieri on the keeper. And this time we get some defense. Very nice. Mikey Sheehan, 53, gets a little help there from his partner, William Ogdenfor.
Quarterback keeper brought down by number 70, Willie Ogdenfor.
And they're going to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, they will.
4th and 7. And I would go for it, too.
Ogdenfor was the initial hit, and then Sheehan finished it off. So they gain a yard. Did they? No, they did not. It's still 4th and 7. A punt here would really pin Foxboro down, though. I got to tell you that much. And with the lack of offense that we've had, but they're going to go for it. Ranieri's in the shotgun, and he's looking to throw. He's got a slant, and the ball's off the hands.
Right in his hands.
He had an open receiver there, 81 on the slant, Omar Jasa.
It actually looked like he threw it too hard. He didn't. He put it right in his hands.
That's a good throw.
Oh, yeah.
Right there, and you got a big receiver, and just threw his hands.
1st and 10 for the Warriors.
You got to catch that one, too.
35-yard line.
I mean, that kid's 6'4", so that's not like a ball outside of his reach.
Right, I know. Right in his hands.
Right in his hands. So Foxboro takes over. This will be our fourth drive. 2 punts and a fumble so far to show on offense. And we got some motion here, and
That's
we got
just too
nothing.
slow. Too slow.
Wow. That's Elijah Lewis, number 13, and he gets
Eli Lewis
swarmed
carry,
under.
brought down by number 78, Ryan Clement.
Ryan Clement, 78. They got guys playing both sides of the ball,
Yeah.
and they're playing very well on both sides.
Oh,
Second and about
absolutely.
14 for the Warriors.
That
Look at
kid
that.
Clement will be all league. He's a big, strong, fast kid.
Sure is. And Ranieri was in on that too. So Foxboro loses 4. 2nd and 11 from their own 31-yard line. Trailing 12-0 at this time. North Attleboro's coming hard. And we got a completed pass. Foley finds an open Rob Fay, number 12. He picks up about 7 yards.
Rob Fay. Brought down by number 8, Brian Engler.
All right, we're going to see the opposite side.
Third down and about 5 for the Warriors.
Fay's a nice big target. Had to go up for that one too. So it brings up a 3rd and 5. Foxboro now at their own 40-yard line. North Attleboro playing without a safety.
Yeah, they're all up within 5 yards.
And they know the pass is coming, and he's going to get swarmed under.
Oh, yeah. They got a flag down.
There's a towel, I think. We lost
is
the
that
towel.
what it was?
Yeah. So there's young man, number 81, who just missed that pass for North Attleboro. Omar Jasa. He comes up with a big sack right there.
By number 81, Omar Jassy. 4th down for the Warriors.
So Foxboro loses the yardage right there. 4th and 11.
Back for North Attleboro, number 28, Ryan Gumon. On the punt
Gumon's back
Foxboro
for the
Warriors, number
kick.
9, Liam Foley.
That's a nice high kick right there. Fair catch is called for and caught.
28.
28,
Fair
Gumon.
catch for Gumon. Ball spotted at the 33-yard line of North Attleboro, 1st and 10 for the Red Rocketeers.
North will take over at their own 33-yard line with a 12-point lead. 6:29 remaining in the first half.
Football programs are available at the front gate for only $5. Also, don't forget the 50-50 raffle. You can't win if you don't play.
I think Dave Fay works for the Mass State Lottery Commission too. Yeah, just go by the script. All right, here we go. North breaks the huddle, comes out. Passing formation. This is the first time they've really been spread like this. They got 3 receivers to the near side. And going to be a straight head handoff.
Boy, if that young man made a cut, he's
It's
still
either
going.
Gamond or McHugh. We've got to see which.
Yeah.
Actually, it's 32.
Yep.
So that's Boyle.
Boyle.
Yep.
If he cuts to the inside on this, he could go a longer
Ryan Boyle
way.
on the carry, brought down by number 22, Rob Simon, and number 99,
This
Cut
is-
right here.
Yep.
See, all you had to do was cut to the left. He'd have been gone.
This is the first time they've actually attacked the middle with a back.
Yeah. Other than the quarterback, you
Other than
mean?
the quarterback, correct. And he picks up 7 yards. So 2nd and 3. Ball on the 41-yard line of North Attleboro, and Gamond. Ranieri hits Gamond on the pass.
He almost broke that.
Yeah. We're going to see a good
Ranieri's
shot of
pass
this.
is complete to Ryan Gumon for 1st down for the Red Rocketeers, brought down by number 22, Rob Simon, and number 53, Mike Sheehan.
Yeah. We missed the tackle, and fortunately Simon was there to hold on to him because he could have gone the distance easily. 1st down in Foxboro territory now. And straight ahead run. With number 70 again. Ojibor on the tackle, 32 on the carry. Boyle on the carry.
Right down to William Ojibor, number 53, Mike Sheehan. 2nd and 8 for the Red Rocketeers at the Foxboro 45-yard line.
Crowd's out of this game. It's very quiet here.
It really is.
And Ranieri's going to keep it.
Boy, he's just following 77.
Yep.
Make a block.
And there's a flag.
Oh, boy, there's a flag. I think that might be a face
The
mask.
quarterback keeper.
Yeah, he was behind Mottinger. Here comes your big boy.
Here comes the monster.
All right. No, push from behind.
Mottinger?
No, 24. 24 for North Attleboro.
North Attleboro.
Huh.
Good play, second down.
They got a hold, but I thought I saw a push from behind just at the point of where the tackle was going to happen. I didn't see Mottinger hold.
No.
He don't have to.
All he has to do is block out the sun.
All right. So that'll come back. It would have been a first down. That'll be second and manageable 5 yards.
You know, Doug, every time we play the North Attleboros, you always look at the sideline over there. They got as many kids over there as we do.
Yeah.
And that's Mansfield as well. Other than that, the rest of the schools in the Hockomock League are not very populated.
The numbers are dropping everywhere. So here we go. Ranieri on the fake, and he's going to be swarmed
Nice
under. Hunter Williams, Anton George. They weren't fooled that time. The first real big defensive stop for the Warriors.
Brought down by number 53, Mike Sheehan.
Gave him a little bit of forward progress, maybe. Sheehan's going to be checking out right now. Got a timeout here. Now maybe take another look at that play if we can.
How are the JVs doing, Doug?
Last night I heard they were like 1-1-1 or something like that. I'm not sure how they made out last week. Freshmen, we're going to see.
Fans, please be sure, by keeping the field clean, to dispose all of your trash in the waste receptacles around the Jack Martinelli field. Thank you.
Hunter Williams is right there. Sheehan's right there. George is right there. Best defensive play to this point. I believe our freshman team is 2-3. Lost North yesterday.
Are they the best freshman team, North Attleboro?
They're good. They're good. It's kind of scary is at their youth level, they have 2 8th grade teams. We're barely fielding one. They have 2. One is really good, and the other one is not so good. So obviously there wasn't a balance in splitting that talent pool.
Yeah.
But again, they have the numbers that they could put 2 teams, so they'll have a big freshman team next year, numbers-wise anyhow.
Yeah.
They're North's a football town. So here we go, 3rd and long. Ranieri drops back to pass. He's trying to set up a screen. He's going sideline, overthrows his receiver.
He had 29 or 28.
Yeah, 29 is McHugh.
He had him wide open.
24, DiMatteo's over too. Our coverage is not very good here. Look at the cushions.
Yeah, I know it.
We get mixed up in coverage.
There's wide open.
2 wide open receivers to your point. There's not a Foxboro defender within 3-4 yards. Ranieri throws a better pass.
We're lucky to hold them to 12 points so far. When you think of
I
this.
agree. So North will be punting. High snap. It's pulled down by Ranieri. He does it all. He kicks a short one though. And it's going to be down by Gamon.
Ranieri's punt is down by the Warriors.
That kid does it all.
Good
First
football
and 10
player.
for the Warriors.
So Foxboro has 3.5 minutes to try and make something happen here. To your point, Frank, we're only trailing them by 12 points. I mean, this is
Yeah, that's
a
not much to
manageable game.
overcome.
It's not. but we haven't had any sustained drive yet,
Yeah.
and we need to do that. And it's Keyshawn Sanders. Keyshawn Sanders with the carry. He's going to fight ahead for about 4 yards.
Keyshawn Sanders
His first carry of the night.
Brought down by number 78, Ryan Clement.
Need the line to step up here and make some
Second and
holes.
7 for the Warriors.
Give some running room to these running backs. North is creeping up, and we're going to see a pass play, and that's not going to yield much there. I believe that's Lewis. Yeah, it was. Lewis picks up maybe a yard.
First pass complete to number 13, Eli Lewis.
Ryan Carew, I guess, is taking over the offensive duties, huh?
Yeah, he has. Mike Mederi's been a long-time offensive coordinator.
And before that, he was the defensive coordinator.
Yeah. Michael's forte, I think, was always on the defensive side of the ball anyhow. And now we got Brian, who's come back to Foxboro from Stoughton, doing the play calls, like you said. So we have third and about 5. And we're going to get a freebie out of this one. Run the play. Keep running. Faye was behind the secondary.
I think
on a
that
free
ball was
play.
tipped. I think it was tipped by the defender.
Could have been. That was Brian Engler was the defender, but Rob Faye was behind him.
Let's
We're
take
gonna
a
see
look.
this. No.
Nope, didn't touch it.
So Foxboro's going to get a first down out of a procedure, actually defensive offsides. They moved the chains. I believe that's our first down.
Result is a Foxboro first down.
So could have had a big play, but we'll take the first down. Out at our own 43, definitely our best field position in the contest. We're just under 2 minutes. We're at 1:57 on the clock. North Attleboro holding on to a 12-point lead. And we're going to see Derber in it. Not Foley, I'm sorry. He's got a big arm again for Faye. And Faye comes down with it this time. That was a big throw.
That was a big throw and a nice catch.
Foley's pass is complete to number 12, Rob Faye. First down, Foxboro.
So give us a little life here. Foley rolls out of the pocket. He's got Sanders blocking for him. There's absolutely no pressure.
Ball spotted right around the 8-yard line.
Stops, and he just throws a bomb. That's a big throw right there. And,
Certainly was.
Great concentration by Rob Faye because the defender was able to get back just at the last second, almost broke that up. So we have a 1st and goal at the 8. Sanders, and he makes pay dirt. I think Sanders is in the end zone.
They got
a
him
whistle.
down. They got him down.
They got one official on our side who just put his arms up briefly. They're going to mark him down. Meanwhile, the clock is ticking away.
Carry by number 33, Keyshawn Sanders.
Wow, he looked darn close there. Clock is ticking. We're down to a minute now.
Ball spotted at the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal for the Warriors.
Well, the ground can't cause a fumble. That's risky there, trying to reach it out like that. We have a timeout. We can see that one more time, maybe from the other side, if that's at all possible. But that ball scored it out at the end. I thought Sanders actually broke the plane. No, it'll be big to score here. Cut into that. We're going to see the very
50-50 winner. Ticket number 503.
You can see the big number 33 right there.
Again,
And his hands down, but his legs don't look like they're down. That ball, he breaks the plane, it looked like.
Yeah, it looked like he scored.
It looked like he scored. Now, once he breaks the plane and he goes down and that ball comes loose, it doesn't matter. Unless, of course, you're playing for the Pittsburgh Steelers against New England Patriots. Whole different story. So now we got Foley going underneath center, which is probably the.
He fumbled the ball.
Look at this, he did.
He fumbled the ball.
And this is a problem. All right. Meanwhile, the clock is rolling. That's, I think, probably the first time this year we've taken a snap under center. All right. And watch this. No, it's second down.
Come on, guys.
See?
He just pulled out.
Now we're lucky there. We lose a couple yards on the play, but I like the idea that he's underneath center because he's only got to go a foot and he goes in behind his center. Problem is if you don't practice that and he's not used to taking that snap, there's your end result. So now he's under center again. And we're gonna see.
Oh my God! Got to call timeout.
Yep, 16 seconds.
Keyshawn Sanders on the carry, brought down by number 78. Ryan Clement.
Well, at this point in time, you might as well go back to your shotgun, give yourself a little more room to run something. But that just didn't look.
That's a misdirection mistake.
Yeah, it is.
You got two guys going the same way. That's not right.
Yeah, and again, Clement is on the tackle. There's no answer for that young man.
No, because they can't get underneath him, Doug. He's that big, but they can't get underneath him. He's a good football player. But best I've seen in a while for them.
All right, we're going to see here. Just look at his penetration. He's already in the backfield. I mean, God.
Yeah, he's a bull.
So
they got him listed at 6'2", 274. I think he's bigger than that.
Yeah, I think so too. So 3rd and goal from the 3.
Timeout.
And what do we got now? Who's calling this one?
Foxboro.
Another one.
20-second timeout. Foxboro.
This is the biggest play of the game right here.
Yeah. And actually, on a 20-second timeout, you're only supposed to have one guy go to your sideline. Foxboro's got 5.
Foxboro is out of timeouts.
Oh, that's not a good thing right there. We use 5 timeouts.
Well, they got to score. They got to score. They got to dump the ball.
That's it. I mean, and if you run and don't get in, the half's over.
Yeah. We're going to roll him out. What do you think?
I would. They're going to go back to the shotgun. You got to go trips to that top side. I'd look for something like maybe a slant here. North Attleboro's position pretty good for it, though. There's a little bit of a pick play. You got to get rid of that ball.
Oh, darn it.
Ball's dropped.
Got to go field goal
That's
right here.
Tommy Gallagher off his hands. He was open.
Yeah, that was a nice throw.
North comes with good pressure. Nice job by Foley eluding it. And he actually throws a good ball right there. Off Gallagher's hands. So we're going to line up for a field goal, looks like. Try and get something out of this. It's a shame you have 1st and goal at the 1 foot line.
1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
Still think Sanders was in. That's the sad part about this.
I know it. Looked like when his hand went down, it was on the line.
Well, actually, was that 4th down for us? It was. Oh, I thought we had a first and goal. So we lost the ball. We didn't even get anything out of this.
Wow.
We lost the down, partner. That's on me. I apologize.
I don't know if the board had it up there. I'm looking at the board. Maybe it did.
Wow, so Foxboro comes up empty.
That's a heartbreaker.
When they really needed it the most. That's right. You know what? It was first and goal from the 8.
Yeah.
And he got down to the 1. Then we fumbled the next snap. Then we got hit for a loss. So, yeah. So the 4th down play comes up empty.
50-50 winning ticket. It's a red ticket.
Wow.
5-0, 3-3,
So
1-4.
at the half, North Attleboro with a 12-point lead.
Snack Shack.
Certainly Foxboro had a great opportunity right there to cut that in half and just couldn't execute. And we'll go to the locker room. North Attleboro will be receiving a second half kick, and hopefully Foxboro comes out and is able to breathe a little more life. They, again, just had a good opportunity. Let's build off of it and go from there. So we'll see you in about 15 minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are proud to present the 2018 Foxboro High School Marching Band. The band is now field by senior drum majors Connor Hoyt and Paul Relier. The band is co-directed by Mr. Aaron Bush, Ms. Jennifer Greenleaf, and Mr. Donald Albro. Director of Music, Ms. Tammy DeGaldi. This year's show is entitled The Music of West Side Story. This marks the centennial composer Leonard Bernstein's birth, and the show will feature music from his iconic Broadway musical West Side Story. Songs featured include Maria, America, Mambo, and Tonight. And now, please welcome the Foxboro High School Marching Band.
One, two, ready, and.
some points.
Here we are, back in second half action. Foxboro Warriors, North Attleboro Red Rocketeers. Doug Seuss, Frank Jaffoon here as always. Chilly night, actually, here, but a good night for football, except that on the field, Foxboro trails by 12 at the half.
Yeah, we kind of blew it at the end of the first half, as everybody saw. I mean, we could have gotten one in and made this game a whole lot closer.
Yeah. Missed opportunity, got down. We had a second and goal, actually. We thought it was first goal. We had a second and goal from like the 1 foot line, and a fumbled snap, and then a loss on the next play. Basically sealed the fate on that one. The kick is fielded at the 20-yard line by North Attleboro's Liam Conway.
Liam Conway,
23 on the tackle for the Warriors is James Stamatoff. Matt Sharkey and James Stamatoff.
James
Stamatos. One of my former players. When I say Stamatoff, I apologize.
First and 10 for the Red Rocketeers at their own 32-yard line.
So North takes their first possession here at their own 32. Ranieri again, the quarterback. Takes a snap. There's a little scissor action. And already we have problems here. He's still going. Oh, God, this is just terrible tackling by us. But Brendan McHugh,
Yep.
rips off about a 30-yard run.
Brendan McHugh on the carry.
Goes from
first down, brought down by
North Attleboro's
Ryan
32 to Foxboro's 33-yard line.
Ball spotted at the Foxboro
Little scissor
33-yard
action.
line.
All right, misdirection in the
Nice
backfield.
trap.
Right.
They trapped our big tackle in the middle.
You see Foxboro getting there late. So Ranieri keeps it here. He goes off to the left side.
Nick Ranieri on the carry.
And Ranieri's got to pick up about 4 yards to be a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 for the Red Rocketeers.
Usually, Doug, you know this just as well as I do. We'd have the whole end zone full of kids on both sides,
Yeah.
and it's just not there.
Actually, speaking of, I'm wondering in the very near future when they move the track to the high school at the Burns Community Field, if in fact they will pull down these fences and allow fans to get back close once again on the field like they did in the old days.
I remember that. I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah,
People are so concerned about safety, for everything.
yeah.
It's.
McHugh on the carry.
I
Gets around the left side.
remember one night we're playing
Carry.
Malden
Pass on
Catholic,
play.
up in Malden Catholic. Now, I don't know if you've ever been there, but the light stanchions are 3 feet from the field,
Gosh.
not from the track, from the field. And we had one kid from Malden ran right into a wide receiver, ran right into one.
All right, here again you see the line play.
Yep.
And
Nice little
this is
block.
McHugh. And he's running behind Boyle, and he's also running behind number 61 there.
That's coming
There's,
back.
Jack Puccio. And we have a penalty on North that's going to push that back, so that wipes out a nice run by McHugh. Second down, and looks like 6 from the Warrior 29-yard line. Ranieri, a high snap, and this is Boyle.
We're just squirming through. There's a first down.
Anton George with the tackle, but your defensive end should not be making a tackle 10 yards downfield.
Not-
So something's missing here.
Yeah, not at all. The middle of the line is missing.
Right. And George actually comes from the other side of the field. Good job on his part, pursuit.
Yep.
Ryan Boyle on the carry, brought down by number 99, Anton George.
Right.
First down for the Red Rocketeers.
Got a little help there too. Foxboro's Louis Solham, number 8,
19-yard line. First and 10.
getting some varsity action here as a sophomore. And we're going to see Ranieri again on a keeper. And they just, there's
there's
flags.
There's another hold. Yeah, what you got to watch Ranieri on this. He looks just like a fullback. He exploded into the line. Let's take a look at Ranieri, the quarterback here.
Again, he kind of faked that to McHugh. And wow. Larkin just knocked Billy McNeil. Or was that Clementi? No, it was Clementi.
Unsportsmanlike conduct.
Yeah.
North Attleboro. 15-yard penalty. Replay first down. So
That's just big time block though. So Foxboro lucks out by not giving up the touchdown there. I don't think the North Attleboro coaches are too happy about that call. But
not when 5 of them are out by the numbers. That's a 15-yarder too.
Yeah, it's going to take it out. Out about the 28-yard line. So that's a serious infraction right there. There's Coach Johnson. He's beside himself.
He's not saying nice things, I know that.
No.
And I'll tell you, you want to meet a gentleman? Donnie Johnson. He's a first-class individual. Nice guy.
Well, here we go. North Attleboro, 1st and 10 from their own 28. And we're going to see McHugh following Boyle.
Boy, they just can't stop anything around the end.
And again, there's Clement out there.
Brendan McHugh. And the carry brought down by number 22, Rob Simon.
Simon on
Second
the
and
tackle,
10 for the
but
Red Rocketeers.
so they pick up the penalty yardage, brings it back to a 2nd and 10 at the Foxboro 19-yard line. We're at 7:35 and counting in the second half here, third quarter. Little motion.
There's a trap. There's a
Freiberg.
trap by 78.
And again,
Just blocked 2 guys.
Ranieri once again. He's a weapon similar to the young man we saw last week, Hagan from Canton.
Yeah, he was a
who
good
could
football
run
player. Yep.
and throw.
Yep. He had a great night against us.
Great night. Great, good athlete, taking nothing away from him. Or our defense is just a kid outmatched us. He was hard to figure out.
Yep.
John Cummer is number 63. He's also one of the North Attleboro linemen. You can see him right there in your
He's the
picture.
right tackle, yeah. He looks like he's going to pull. There, he pulled down. Trap.
Yep, again,
Touchdown.
right there. It's McHugh into the end zone.
It's just so easy. They're just running up the middle at will.
North Attleboro touchdown by number 29, Brendan McHugh.
Well,
Maybe one of the best things you can do if you as an interior defensive lineman is pinch, and make the guards go into the center of the line to get you out. That's a harder block, and it just we're getting ourselves out of the block.
right. Well, I think part of it too, Frank, and you played line in college, is if your defense is standing up,
Yeah.
all right, we got a missed extra point
yeah,
there.
another one. Wow.
Tyler D'Amadio, but there's a flag down. But if you stand up, all right, even if you're straight head zone blocking, you're giving the offensive lineman a nice target to
Oh,
hit.
sure, absolutely.
Now, if you're standing up while they're pulling and trapping, it makes it even better.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
now,
Just a little push is going to knock you down out of the way.
Exactly. I mean, they're coming at. We're going to see the missed extra point here.
That's a nice angle right there.
Foxboro penalty.
Again, low kick.
North Attleboro.
And I'm surprised North Attleboro usually has good kickers.
Yeah, I know.
I'm
Well,
seeing it at the youth
sometimes the
level.
well runs dry, Doug.
Point conversion.
We're going to see the touchdown now. We're going to have another try. There'll be another try here. They're going to go for the 2 now. Penalty must have had to be on Foxboro. It was. And now we're going to see Ranieri.
Did he get in? He got in.
Dave,
2-point conversion is good. The quarterback, Nick Ranieri.
so North Attleboro pushes it up to 20.
So
we're gonna see the touchdown.
Quarter, North Attleboro 20, Foxboro 0.
Again, just the pulling action, and then there's like nobody there. It's just, it's nice to watch if you're a North Attleboro fan, or actually a football purist. If you are, you gotta appreciate how they move the ball, how they execute. Foxboro, on the other hand, this is the second week in a row that we're watching that defense get shredded, which it really hurts to say that because obviously we support the guys and we love them, but somebody needs to step up.
Yeah, I mean, in order to be a defensive football player, you have to be kind of a rugged, crazy individual, and that's what we're looking for on defense.
This kick is another shallow one, but we're finally going to see somebody else other than Gallagher. This is Derber, I believe. It is Brian Derber with the return, and he brings it out across the 30-yard line.
Brian Derber returns, brings the ball out to Foxboro 33-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Warriors. North Attleboro tackle by number 34.
Kicks have all been the same. They've all been shallow, and you know, Foxboro does get some decent return yardage. I guess the good thing is there's been no penalties on those kicks where it push us back further. So good straight ahead blocking. And what do we have in here? Foley back there to throw.
Too far.
Yeah, way over the head there. Looking for Fay again.
He's got a nice arm, but he lacks a little touch. That just comes with experience.
It's incomplete. Number 8, Brian Engler, in on the coverage for North Attleboro. 2nd and 10 for the Warriors.
2nd and 10, 6:20 on the clock. North Attleboro with a 20-point lead. Foxboro yet to get into the end zone. And we're going to have a timeout here. All right, here we go. No timeout. See Sanders in motion. It resets. It's going to be a toss play, and he's going to reverse field. North Attleboro all over him, though.
Yeah. He should have taken it upfield. He strung it out.
Yeah. Sanders had nowhere to run on the left side. Did a nice job of reversing field, but he, again, couldn't get across. Couldn't get all the way across, and he tried. I mean, right here, he's snuffed out. There's nothing there. Now, right here's where he should have taken it up. You're right, Frank. He tried to bounce it out, and then he had no blocking out there. So, ton of white shirts waiting for him. So he gains like 2 yards, and we have 3rd and 8. North showing blitz.
They're all coming, too. They got penalties. I think it's...
Fully throws, which is almost a pick. It's incomplete. The ball's on the ground. He was trying to get the ball out of bounds to avoid the sack.
I think Foxboro's on motion. No,
yeah, we might have had movement there.
I don't know. Look like the referee Barraro is looking at North Attleboro.
Offsides, defense.
Yep.
All right. So we're going to get a replay out of this, and we're going to get 5 yards. But yeah, they made penetration there across the line. Cullen made a good snap to get the penalty, but still going to have a 3rd down situation, 3rd and a long 3. Ball resting exactly the 40-yard line of Foxboro.
3rd and a long 3 for the Warriors.
Foley checks in with the play. Long count, making an audible here, changing the play up. Now
Too much time.
Oh, jeez. We just take the 5 yards we got and just give them back. You know, it'd actually be kind of neat if we had a play clock
Yeah,
here at the field, right? I mean,
yeah, it should be.
I've seen them at fields where they're actually ground level
Yeah,
in the end zone, so
you can put it on the
goalposts.
on the goalpost.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So Foxboro now back to a 3rd and real long, 3rd and 8. Foley's going deep. He's going for Fay. Fay comes down with that.
No,
Nope, intercepted. Yeah,
Yeah,
he had it taken
intercepted.
away from him. I thought Fay made a great catch, but he had the ball wrestled away from him.
we got to see that one
Was
again.
that number 8? Yeah, number 8 for North Attleboro came down with that ball. Brian Engler.
Pass intercepted by number 8 for North Attleboro, Brian Engler.
Yeah, Fay just couldn't secure that. They both were fighting for it, and Engler loses his helmet in the process and still manages to hold on to the ball. So
I think he'd rather have the ball.
yeah. Well, as good as a punt right there.
Sure. I think that's Foley's second interception tonight, isn't it?
He had the fumble, but he recovered the fumble. Might actually be the first logged turnover here. But we're going to see. This is Boyle again. You see bodies flying all over the place. So George once again over there on a tackle. See McNeil,
Brian
63.
Boyle on the carry for North Attleboro, brought down by number 99, Anton George.
Anton's been fairly active tonight. He's had a decent game.
2nd and 5 for the Red Rocketeers. At their own 37-yard line.
And Ranieri's going to keep it. And he gets popped.
That was a good hit.
Yeah, McElroy, 32.
Nick Ranieri on the quarterback keeper, brought down by number 70, Willie Ogabor.
Ogabor's there, but
And number 32, Martin McElroy.
Martin McElroy really stood him up. And somebody's down there on that ankle. That's 53. Mike Sheehan had the ankle.
Yep.
3rd and a long 4 for the Red Rocketeers.
3rd down and 4 now for North Attleboro. Ball's at their 38-yard line. They got to get to their 42. 4 minutes and counting in the 3rd quarter. North Attleboro leads 20-0 over the Warriors. Mary's going to throw a quick hitter in the seam. And we're going to probably get a horse collar, I think, against Foxboro. So on top of the nice catch and run by McHugh, I think we're going to have a little extra yardage.
Let's take a peek.
Just a straight slant route. And face mask maybe on
Personal foul. Face mask.
on North Attleboro, yeah. If he just kept his hand open, he gets away with that. He actually grabbed our guy's face mask and yanked his head down. So good call by the officials right there. They're going to still get a first down out of this, but they're going to lose a lot of yardage. See, he yanks it, pulls it down. And here's where I thought the penalty was. I didn't see the face mask. I thought we were going to get a horse collar, but. So the big gain's negated. However, North does pick up the first down. And now they are at their
First down for the Red
46-yard line.
Rocketeers. Ball spotted at their own 46-yard line.
Ranieri again with snap. Hands it off to Boyle.
Or he's quick, that little guy.
He is. Boyle on the carry
Brian
there.
Boyle on the carry, brought down by number 32, Martin McElroy, and number 52, Hunter Williams.
We haven't called Hunter's name too much tonight.
Second and 6.
Normally he's one of your leading
Ball
tacklers.
at midfield.
I think he's playing against a big guy.
Hey, he's getting blocked very well.
Yeah. Yeah, Williams is the outside right linebacker right now.
And Ranieri again on the keeper. He's going to have first down yardage, I believe. They'll move the chains once again. They do. And now North Attleboro is firm within Foxboro territory. Look at, there's your line play.
One results in a first down for the Red Rocketeers. Ball spotted at the Foxboro 44-yard line.
North is quite content just grinding the ball, chewing up the clock.
Geez, they go right to left, to right
This
to
is
left.
McHugh.
Not a lot of imagination, but they don't need it.
Yeah,
Brendan McHugh on the carry, brought down by number 2,
Parker, I believe,
Kyle Parker.
on the tackle, number 2 for Foxboro.
That clock is just moving.
Second and 6 for the Red Rocketeers.
And there's Boyle again.
Ryan Boyle on the carry.
You know, sometimes too, when you see a game like this where it's just a lot of running, some
Right down by number
fans
52,
find it
Hunter
boring,
Williams.
right? They like
Yeah.
they like watching the NFL
North
when there's
Attleboro.
like 50 passes by each
Ball spotted at
quarterback
the
and
Foxboro 35-yard
stuff like that,
line.
you know. But the reality of it is if you got something that works, you got great line play, and you got good little quick backs, control the clock, eat up yardage. And it's just old school football. And there's Ranieri. He just kid's a bull, and he just gains about 20 yards right there.
Now that's a quarterback running the football
Yeah,
right there.
carry.
And he's six. They got him listed here at 6 foot 216.
North Attleboro,
Sure,
brought down by number 3,
he seems a
Chad
lot bigger than
Stapleton.
that, that's for sure. But again, this is straight ahead. This is smash mouth football. Nothing fancy.
This is going to be a team to be reckoned with later on in the season.
Yeah.
They're a playoff team. They're going to be a playoff team, and they're going to do some damage.
Yeah, it just makes you speak volumes, I guess, to the Mansfield club who beat them.
Yeah.
But then again, they beat a good KP team. So, North is in the small division, obviously, and there's Boyle again.
Yeah, and they've had great experience.
32 on the
This
carry,
team,
Brian Boyle, brought
especially
down
the
by number
seniors
3,
and maybe
Chad
some of the
Stapleton.
juniors last year, were in the
Number
Super Bowl,
53, Mike Sheehan.
and they got
That's
beat,
true.
but it was a close game. There was a lot of points scored in that game.
I mean, the Hawkmock League has a lot of good football. Right now, Foxboro is a little bit on the downside, but KP has become a powerhouse under Brian Lee. Mansfield has sustained themselves. North Attleboro, strong. Now we see Canton. A couple years ago we saw a good Sharon team who
Won the Super Bowl.
won the Super Bowl. They struggled with field teams most of the time, and
That's right.
they had that one group of kids that carried them through. So Foxboro will enter the fourth quarter here on their heels in their end of the field, trailing by 20. from our band.
All right, let's see if we can stop them here. 2nd down and 2.
Ranieri's going to keep, oh, he's looking to pass. He's got a wide open guy.
Oh, my goodness. That's not even fair.
No.
You got to put somebody on that kid.
There's no coverage. Got to see a number there, maybe 28. Was it Gamon? I'm not sure.
North Attleboro touchdown.
I think it was Gamon. 28.
I couldn't see him.
Touchdown by number 28, Ryan Gumon.
Nobody around him.
Number 13, Tyler DiMatteo onto the extra point attempt.
Well, there's been an adventure with DiMatteo's kicks. Foxborough's way off sides.
Nah, that's they scored anyway. Okay, 27 zip.
Parker's down right there.
He is good.
He don't look too
Flags
good.
on the play.
Yeah, Kyle Parker's coming off. He doesn't look too good.
Offsides, Foxboro. Penalty is declined. Try is good.
Well, the Warriors basically this game's out of reach right now, but they got to try and muster up something, get on the scoreboard.
They're not coming across the
No.
line of scrimmage. Look at that kid. He's
How
there's
did
nobody-
they two wide open receivers?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is getting silly.
I mean,
We can't move
Pick
the
it
ball
off
and we
North
can't
Attleboro,
stop
number
them.
24, Andy DiMatteo.
Our running game is
Back to
completely
the Warriors.
non-existent.
Number 1, Tommy Gallagher. Number 5, Brian Derba.
Come on, guys, let's go.
kick is deeper. That's the deepest kick yet. It looks like Derber again. And once again, he's going to get out around 30-yard line.
Derba on the return brings the ball out to Foxboro 31-yard line, where they'll start 1st and 10. Another tackle,
All right.
number 23,
Return.
Tommy Whalen, and number 39, Tom O'Neill.
And again, fairly good blocking right there. So Foxboro has the ball at their own 31-yard line. We're going to see new quarterback. Phil Thomas checks
And a
in,
quarterback
number 4.
for the Warriors, number 4, Phil Thomas.
Yeah, you're going to see a lot of new shirts now.
Might as well.
Yeah.
Phil, senior, last year's JV quarterback. This is Sanders. He gets smothered under.
Hand off to 33, Keyshawn Sanders.
And North Attleboro is just so much
Brought down
better
by
in the
number 17.
trenches.
Jonathan James, and number 55, Trevor Hewitt.
I bet they've accumulated 250 yards
Second
rushing
for the
tonight.
Warriors.
I would say so.
They got the 3 very good backs.
Yeah. It's definitely, the box score will be as lopsided as the scoreboard is. There's nobody there for Thomas. That's like a broken play. He may have,
Thomas on the quarterback keeper.
he kept it and picked up some decent yardage, but that looked like a broken
Brings the
play.
ball out to the 43-yard line of Foxboro.
Yeah, there's nobody there for Phil.
Yeah. That'll
And
run.
well,
Now, do you have a lot of kids coming into the freshman class?
there's only
3rd and a long
13
three
8th
for the
graders
Warriors.
playing
Are
football
they
right
all
now.
coming to Foxboro?
You know what? I'm not sure they are, and and even if they do, there's a lot of development that's needed there.
Really?
Yes. Yeah. I'm taking one on the chin myself this year. So there's Thomas.
That's
he
going
throws
to
a
get picked.
floater. Not a good ball by Phil. Too much air. Yeah, the team I'm coaching, eighth grade team, is a mix of 7th and 8th graders, and got some 8th graders that are only playing football for the first time.
North Attleboro,
Really?
number 19, Matt Penta.
Just not, I guess this class, all growing up through school and other sports, they've always been low in numbers.
Full timeout, Foxboro.
So Foxboro may be going for it here on 4th down. Really nothing to lose. Said it last week, we'll talk a little bit too about Canton's underclassmen being very strong. Well, Foxboro does have some talent in their junior, senior, sophomore classes, especially at the skill positions. Now, again, without a line, your skill position guys become neutralized.
Right.
So I really think now more than ever,
Red Sox
you
score, top
see
of the 4th. Red
the
Sox 5,
impact
Yankees
of not
0.
having Coach Heinrich around anymore. All right, now Joe is going to retire as
Fourth down
as
for
an
the Warriors.
educator, administrator, but I believe he would have hung on to coach football still. It was in his blood.
Yeah.
And, you know, it just seems that there's been a difference in the last 2 years or so with the line. We're not as aggressive as we had been in years past. Thomas is going to keep this, and he's going to pick up a first down. Nice run by Phil Thomas.
Thomas on the quarterback keeper.
Are they staying in the weight room?
Scampered for a first down.
There's kids that hit the weight room. You know, I know that happens.
Ball spotted at the Foxboro
You know,
43-yard line.
We're going to see Phil pick this up here. He's going to run behind. He's got a pulling guard there. I believe 68 is that Tommy Cullen maybe. Nice job opening up that hole. No, Zach Jenkins, I'm sorry. Cullen 64. Thomas is thrown off the back foot, and Fay drops that pass right on his hands. That's a good ball by Phil Thomas.
Yeah, he threw a good ball.
Yeah, the younger guys tend to hit the weight room, Frank. I was just about to say my nephew who's on the freshman team, he worked out, and he said there's other kids there too that were younger. Right here, Fay, off his hands.
We've had a lot of drops tonight.
A few. Foley threw a couple balls that should have been caught, and certainly that one there from Thomas. So 2nd and 10. Clock stops on the incomplete pass. We're at 8:37 and left in the game. And we're going to see, this is Louis Solheim, I believe. This is one of your exciting players. That's a sophomore right there.
Yeah, I saw him play in the freshman team last year. He looked pretty quick.
He is. His feet are lightning quick. He's got a nose for finding a hole. Very, very elusive here. And right now,
We saw him on the carry for Foxboro.
he's basically got one
Fell to
block.
the first down.
He's got one block
Ball
right there, and
spotted
it's
the
another
North
back,
Attleboro
and that was
44-yard line. First and 10
Bobby
for the Warriors.
Girardi made the block that sprung Louis Solheim. So first down. Foxboro now in North Attleboro territory at the 44. And who we going to see here? Going to carry
19?
19.
18
on the carry for the Warriors is Cyrus Lewis.
Number 18, Cyrus Lewis on the carry for the
Senior.
Warriors.
Cyrus picks up a couple. 2nd and 8.
How's Sharon doing this year in football? I haven't even seen them in the paper at all.
Nothing. I haven't seen anything in the paper either. There's a team that we can't look by either. They've beaten us a couple times.
Yeah?
There's Girardi. Keeps his legs moving. He's going to fight ahead for 3 yards.
25, Bobby Girardi on the carry.
So Foxboro
Brings
on
the ball
a
down
3rd
to
and
the
long.
41-yard line in North Attleboro.
The good thing the clock is
3rd
moving.
and 7 for the Warriors.
Actually, they didn't give him as good a spot as I thought, so it's a 3rd and 7 now for Foxboro. Oh, there's a blitz. Phil ducks it. Oh, that was almost a great catch there by Fay. He's been the favorite target here tonight.
Yeah.
Thomas's pass, 10 for Rob Fay.
He seems to be the one that can get open.
This is a tough throw. Phil Thomas does a pretty good job. It's just that on the run, it's hard to be accurate. And Fay's already by the ball, but almost pulls it in with his back hand. That would have been a super catch.
And on the coverage, number 19, Matt Penta.
Well, there's one of the Penta twins right there. Foxboro bloodlines. Both their parents are Foxboro grads.
4th down and 7.
Here we go. Try to keep this drive alive. Here comes a blitz. We got a screen play set up. And the ball's dropped.
Dropped again.
That was Lewis, I believe. All we tried to do here was just a quick, wide out screen. You can see Derber set up for the block there and throws a little high. You get a couple linemen. It was probably going to work if the ball's
They'll start at their own 41-yard line.
But now North Attleboro will take over.
The Red Rocketeers.
Foxboro once again comes up empty. .6:53 left in this game.
Donnie Johnson will keep this ball on the ground the whole time.
Oh, sure he will. He's probably going to check in some new ball. Absolutely. You'll see a new backfield there for North Attleboro.
Yep, there are a lot of new linemen as well.
Foxboro crowd starting to empty out here. Next week we have senior night. Not sure how many seniors Foxboro has. Looking down at the posters on the sideline, it looks like 20 anyhow. I think last year was almost 40.
Yeah, that was a big crowd last year. All new fresh jerseys for Foxboro. And for North Attleboro.
All right, number 19, that's one of the Penta boys in, a quarterback. Matt Penta.
Number 33, Jacob Silva on the carry. Brought down by number 61, Austin Reed.
Austin Reed on a tackle for Foxboro.
For the Red Rocketeers. That's number 19, Matt Penta.
He's going to keep this.
He's going to get a first down, and he's going to
get a little bit more.
A whole lot more. Holy cow.
We get some flags.
Penta on the quarterback keeper.
Wow.
Brought down by number 44, Jonathan Moses. Flags on the play.
This young man, Moses, 44, is going to be, there's a penalty against North. He's going to be a ball player. He's just learning how to play the game.
44?
44. All right, we're going to take a look at this again. And Penta just, he finds the hole. Now, the thing is, Moses is your defensive end, and what he was doing, he was still on the outside. So, Penta reads that, but he never gives up pursuit. This kid's like an athletic freak.
Yeah.
All right. And,
what's his name? Moses?
Yeah, Jonathan Moses.
Sophomore?
Sophomore, and he is 6'4", 190.
Really?
He fills out that frame. He's going to be something else, but he's very aggressive. His motor's always forward.
We can use.
There we go. Nice tackle in the backfield there.
Number 11?
41 on the tackle for Foxboro. Nice play by Matt Sharkey.
Brought down by number 41, Matt Sharkey.
Good job, Matt. We'll see the reverse action here.
2nd and 15 for the Red Rocketeers.
Oh, he just played that very well. And Liam Conway was the runner right there for North Attleboro. He gets dropped for a 5-yard loss. So it is 2nd and 15, 5 minutes left in the game. North Attleboro with a commanding 27-0 lead. And once again, we're going to see that little crisscross action, but 55's in there, 661 again. It's Austin Reed and joined by Trent Rennie.
And on the tackle, number 61, Austin Reed. Number 57, Mark Cicero, and number 55, Trent Reedy.
Mark Cicero's in the game.
Third and 15 to North Attleboro.
Taking all the time they can in that huddle.
Ball at the Foxboro 35-yard line.
And we're going to see the keeper again.
Now he gets back to the line of scrimmage. 4 minutes left in the game.
39.
Brought down by number 21, Mike Norbish.
39, Danny Santos, I think, was in on that too.
And number 39, Danny Santos.
Fourth down and 10.
A lot of kids in the sophomore class. Doug.
Decent, yeah. Last year's freshman team was all right. The junior class, though, you know, there's where I think, you know, you're going to see some of these kids by the end of the season are going to step up and make an impact. And you know what? You cannot have that happen on a 4th and 10, guys.
Back on the quarterback keeper. It's a first down.
Well, North is trying to keep this game where it's at.
He doesn't want to score another touchdown.
They're running simple offense here, and this is just, it's some good blocking, but it's missed tackles right there.
Yeah,
There's
three of them.
Yeah. Cannot have that. You know, part of it too is practices. There's not hitting like there used to be. Everything's controlled now. You know, trying to keep the injuries down. You know, you allow so much contact, and you know, tackling drills aren't like they used to be.
You know what, Doug? In the Ivy League this year, they don't even have contact practice.
Brought down by 21,
Is that right?
No contact.
Number 57, Mark
It's
Cicero.
like, you know, how do you play the game?
Yeah.
Cicero on the tackle there, good for Mark. But, you know, the thing is, and we're doing it even at the youth level. You're tackling dummies, but dummies don't move like players do.
That's right.
You know, you can teach the technique and everything else, but in a game, when you have kids slicing and dicing, that's the end result. And right now, North Attleboro, you know, just they execute well and we don't tackle well. So, second down. And it's, again, straight head handoff, and that's right into the line again. Moses is in there, and again, who else? 62. 62 for Foxboro is Brian Grenier.
Brought down by number 62, Brian Grenier. Number 44, Jonathan Moses.
Well, the good thing is some of these kids get some playing time.
Oh, yeah.
Especially the seniors that don't generally play, so they're out there getting some action. Missed tackle there. I think Cicero's over there again. Mark Cicero, 57.
Jacob Silva on the carry. Brought down by number 57, Mark Cicero.
Maybe.
First and goal for the Red Rocketeers.
You know what I think? I think he takes a knee.
Well,
ball spotted right around the Foxboro 5-yard
could.
line.
The flip side of that is if you got another classman that could score a touchdown, it's good for him too.
Sure. But he's a classy guy. He wouldn't. I don't think he'd do this. I don't think he'd run it in. But he will.
Well, he won't, but his running back will, who basically, you know what, we still got to make tackles, and that's, you know, number 33, again, straight ahead dive, it's Jacob Silva.
North Attleboro touchdown by number 33, Jacob Silva.
I would have been more impressed had he taken a couple knees right there.
Yeah, yeah. But you can't fault the kid for trying to score.
No, and you know what? That Silva kid could end up being the only touchdown in his career.
That's true. That's true.
Back in the days when you were coaching too, you know, you'd give it to one of your linemen.
Oh yeah.
Right? You're up by that much. You take one of your linemen who never get a chance to handle the ball. You say, here, straight ahead dive.
And that makes his weekend.
Yeah. Even if he doesn't score.
That's right.
So North Attleboro's good on the extra point. So with 1:03 left in this contest,
3 left in the ball game.
we're going to see a look here. It's just straight ahead. Now, Moses does miss that tackle right there. And in all fairness to him, he's the DN. So your interior guys, they run up the middle. You gotta make a stop.
The next Warrior game will be senior night. Here against the Milford Scarlet Hawks on Friday, October 12th, here at Jack Martinelli Field at 7 p.m.
Well, Foxboro needs to take a good look at what they can do. Offensively, we're not moving the ball. Last week we scored a few points. This week we don't score any. But this is not a potent offense that we have, and our defense basically, it's not doing the job. And you know,
we've given up 77 points in the last 2 games.
Yeah. Kicking off for North Attleboro.
That's basically unheard of in the Jack Martinelli era. I mean, I think to your point, there's a couple of kids that are aggressive, but there's not a whole group of aggressive kids.
Right.
And I think this is going to be Solheim. And there you're going to see some of that excitement. Those flags are flying down there now.
Flags on the play. Brought down by number 88, Jimmy Caravallo.
Louis Solheim's going to be fun to watch. We're going to have 2 more years of that young man. He's going to be fun to watch.
Do they have enough linemen?
There were personal fouls on both teams. Penalties offset, first down Foxboro.
We got some linemen, we got to develop them.
I like the size of that 44. He's a big kid.
As I told you, Moses.
Yeah.
You know.
Get him in a weight room, put on 40 pounds.
Yeah. You know, there are a couple. There's Joe Janis. You know, he's a 6'3", 210 junior. He's still growing. I think he's actually bigger than 210. I haven't seen a JV game yet. I gotta make an effort to get to one of those games, see some of these kids. Caleb Mitchell's 6', 270. You know, so we have some kids who got some size. It's just a matter of we can develop them, their blocking schemes.
Cyrus Lewis on the carry for the Warriors.
Cyrus Lewis on the carry there. He gets about a yard. I think we're going to have one more play.
Tackled by number 33, Jacob Silva. 2nd and 9 for the Warriors.
Coaches look dejected down there.
Yeah, they don't have answers, and you know, I'm sure that they're trying to come up with something. That's what they do. That's what we all do as coaches, and it's frustrating when you think you put a halfway decent game plan together, and then it doesn't materialize. And Tongs is going to get swarmed under. That'll be the last play of the game. But yeah, I mean, kids still got to play for you.
Oh yeah.
You know, and you got some good coaches down there, and you got some good coaches. But if the kids don't put the work in, skill, talent is part of it, but they still got to put the work in. And I'm not sure how many of these kids are working hard.
Right.
34.
That's right.
So,
well, it was a shame.
It was. I mean, North Attleboro, this is a solid win by them. Yeah, they're a real good team. And you know, the thing is they came out, they played their game, and Foxboro couldn't match them. It was over early, actually, unfortunately. But we got to rebound. We got to have a good week of practice, come back and try and get back
Next
into the win
week's going to be a tough week.
There will be. But we stand a chance, I think, against Milford. And then see what happens after that. We get Sharon the week after that, so we're not going to be a playoff team. Yeah, there you go. There's a couple contenders there. There's the subs. Put them in. But, we'll see what happens next week. We'll be back. It'll be senior night, maybe a little more excitement.
Yeah.
So I want to thank our crew, as always, for coming out on this chilly night. Nice job. Guys in the truck, guys on the stand, camera. So for Foxboro Cable 8, it's Doug Seuss and Frank Tapoon signing off.
Thanks for watching this Cable 8 sports coverage of the 2018 football season. Game coverage made possible through the efforts of Foxboro Cable Access volunteers. You can watch all the Warrior home games Mondays at 8 on Comcast Channel 8 and Verizon Channel 39. You can also catch us online at fcatv.org and follow us on Facebook and on Twitter.